All right, let's dive deep into this whole conversation around the so-called Big Three discussion involving Austin Reeves, LeBron James, and Luka Doncic. There's been a lot of chatter after those rankings came out, especially from fans who are pushing for DeAndre Ayton to be recognized as that crucial third piece. And honestly, it's a debate that makes a lot of sense when you really break down how these players function together on the court. First off, when you think about Luka Doncic, it's clear he's the engine of his team. He's the primary option, the guy with the ball in his hands nearly all the time, orchestrating the offense with that unique mix of vision and scoring ability. Luka thrives when he can initiate plays and dictate the tempo. His favorite outlet is usually the big man, someone who can catch lobs or pop out for a mid-range jumper. That dynamic has been a cornerstone of how the Mavericks run their offense, especially with guys who can operate effectively in pick-and-roll situations. You saw it with Jackson Hayes last season, and even more so when Luka was running the offense alongside other big men. The team strategy often revolves around using Luka's ability to collapse defenses and find that perfect pass to a center who can finish strong or space the floor with a shot. Now, this is where DeAndre Ayton enters the conversation in a big way. He's not just your typical lob threat or rim finisher. Ayton brings a lot more versatility to the table. Unlike many traditional big men who just wait for that alley-oop, Ayton can score in multiple ways. He's got a reliable jump shot out to about 15 feet, which means you can run pick-and-pop plays with him, giving Luka more options and forcing defenses to stretch thin. This offensive versatility changes the way opponents have to prepare for the Mavericks because you can't just focus on stopping the pick-and-roll lob. You also have to worry about Ayton stepping out and knocking down shots or making plays in the post. Statistically, Ayton was one of the most efficient big men last season, ranking near the top in the league. Pairing that with Luka's unique style of play could elevate his numbers even further, possibly pushing him into the elite tier of big men who not only defend the rim, but also contribute heavily to scoring. Last year, the most efficient pick-and-roll duo was Jalen Duren and Cade Cunningham. But this season, Luka and Ayton have the potential to top those charts given their complementary skill sets. Austin Reeves, on the other hand, has been carving out his own niche on the team. Initially, many thought Reeves would be the third option behind Luka and LeBron, but with Ayton's emergence and the different ways the offense can be run, Reeves might find himself shifting roles. He's shown flashes of becoming a reliable scorer and playmaker, but with the dynamics of this squad, he might take on more of a role as a catch-and-shoot threat or a complementary scorer who thrives when Luka or LeBron are commanding the offense. LeBron James brings another layer of complexity to this mix. His style is somewhat similar to Luka in the sense that he likes to create, drive to the basket, and then kick out to shooters. However, LeBron's favorite shot often comes from the weak side corner three, and he likes to use his size and strength to bully defenses and make plays. When you combine LeBron's veteran savvy with Luka's creative genius and Ayton's versatility, the Mavericks have a potentially lethal combination. The offense can be run through Luka for most of the game, with LeBron picking his spots to inject himself and take over when necessary, while Ayton operates as the reliable big man who can score efficiently and keep defenses honest. There's also the question of how this all evolves in a post-LeBron era. Many see Ayton stepping up as the natural second option behind Luka once LeBron eventually steps away. Ayton's ability to score in various ways without relying on set plays makes him a dangerous offensive weapon. He can create his own shot, finish strong around the rim, and stretch the floor with his shooting. That kind of versatility is invaluable when you want to keep defenses guessing and maintain offensive fluidity. Thinking back to Luka's history with centers, Ayton stands out as one of the best partners he's had so far. Luka has worked with a range of big men, from Daniel Gafford to Derek Lively and Maxi Kleber. But Ayton's combination of shooting, finishing, and ability to execute pick-and-roll actions places him in a different category. It's like Luka's game elevates the players around him, and with Ayton, that elevation could be at an all-time high. Of course, there are still questions about Ayton's consistency and mentality. He's faced criticism for sometimes not taking things seriously or lacking the motor to dominate every night. But if he fully buys in, the ceiling for what this trio can accomplish is incredibly high. You imagine a scenario where Luka's aggressive first-quarter approach sets the tone, feeding Ayton early to get him involved and building momentum for the rest of the game. LeBron, meanwhile, might settle into a more complementary role during the regular season, conserving energy and stepping up with bursts of scoring when a moment calls for it. He's proven over the years that he knows how to pace himself, contributing in ways that don't always reflect in gaudy stats, but make a huge impact on winning basketball games. Austin Reaves fits into this ecosystem as a skilled shooter and secondary playmaker who benefits from the spacing created by Luka, LeBron, and Ayton. He might see his scoring numbers adjust as the offensive focus shifts, but his ability to knock down shots and play off the ball will keep him valuable on the floor. In some games, Reaves could be the X factor, spreading defenses and opening lanes for the stars to operate. Looking at the potential stat lines, it wouldn't be surprising if the Mavericks end up with multiple players averaging near or above 15 points per game. Ayton might hover around that range, using his presence in the paint and mid-range game to consistently put up efficient points. Reaves could be close to that mark as well, thriving as a reliable scoring option off the bench or in the starting lineup, depending on the matchup. Luka will likely continue to carry the bulk of the offensive load, aiming for that 30-point range regularly, while LeBron, who scored around 24 points per game last season, might settle into the low 20s as he balances his minutes and impact. What makes this trio exciting is how well their skill sets complement each other. Luka's playmaking, Ayton's scoring versatility, and LeBron's experience and scoring prowess could form a triangle that's tough to defend. The spacing, movement, and constant threat of multiple scoring options will force opponents to make difficult choices on defense. As the season unfolds, it will be fascinating to see how the Mavericks balance these pieces. Will Ayton cement his role as the third option and occasionally push into the second spot? Can Reaves adapt to a more specialized role while continuing to contribute offensively? How will LeBron manage his minutes and intensity to maximize the team's chances? When you look closely at Luka Doncic, his presence on the court transcends traditional scoring or playmaking. Luka operates as a gravitational force that pulls defenders toward him, opening up opportunities for his teammates in ways that many stars simply don't. This kind of impact is harder to quantify, but is critical for the Mavericks' success. Every time Luka penetrates, defenders collapse, and the space he generates allows players like Ayton and Reaves to exploit mismatches or find open shots. This gravitational effect on defense means that the Mavericks' offense doesn't just rely on Luka's talent alone, but rather the way his style elevates the entire unit. LeBron James fits into this equation as a unique variable. At 40 years old, his role has evolved from being the team's primary scorer and facilitator to a more nuanced, situational contributor who leverages experience and basketball IQ over sheer athleticism. LeBron's ability to read the game and anticipate plays means he can position himself to maximize efficiency, whether that's by cutting to the basket, setting screens, or drawing defenders away from Luka and Ayton. His veteran presence also brings a calming influence during tense moments, helping to maintain focus and discipline across the roster. Austin Reaves' trajectory within this system is fascinating because he represents the next wave of young talent looking to carve out a definitive role. His shooting ability and off-ball movement are critical to maintaining floor spacing, especially when defenses prioritize stopping Luka and LeBron. Reaves also provides a spark with his energy and willingness to attack the basket when given the chance. The key for Reaves will be adaptability, how he adjusts his game to complement the star duo while continuing to develop his own scoring and playmaking skills. If he can master this balance, Reaves could become the X factor in tight games, a reliable weapon who shifts defenses and provides consistent scoring punch. DeAndre Ayton's role deserves even more emphasis because of the versatility he offers on both ends of the court. Offensively, Ayton is no longer just a finisher or lob catcher. His expanding shooting range and post moves give the Mavericks a big man who can stretch the floor and create mismatches. Defensively, his size and rim protection abilities anchor the team, deterring opponents from attacking the basket recklessly. Ayton's presence allows the Mavericks to switch defensive schemes fluidly, giving them flexibility against various styles of play. His ability to guard multiple positions, combined with his rebounding prowess, ensures that the Mavericks don't have glaring weaknesses in the paint. One of the subtle but vital aspects of this lineup is how the Mavericks manage the distribution of offensive responsibilities. While Luka and LeBron command the ball for significant stretches, the ability of Ayton and Reeves to score without extensive playmaking frees up these stars to focus on their strengths. This balance reduces the burden on any single player and allows for a more dynamic offensive rhythm. When Ayton sets a solid screen and then pops out for a jumper or rolls to the rim for a dunk, defenses are forced to communicate and rotate effectively, which can create openings elsewhere on the floor. The strategic chess match between coaches and opposing defenses will also be a fascinating element to watch. Defenses must decide how to prioritize their efforts. Do they double-team Luka and risk leaving Ayton or Reeves open? Do they focus on denying LeBron's penetration while trying to contain Luka's court vision? Each choice comes with risks and trade-offs. The Mavericks' offensive sets can exploit these defensive adjustments, with players constantly moving and reading the defense to find the best available shot. This adaptability could be the key difference in tight playoff games, where execution and decision-making often outweigh raw talent. Another layer to this is how the Mavericks utilize transition opportunities. With LeBron's ability to push the pace and Luka's knack for finding the open man quickly, the team can generate easy buckets in fast-break situations. Ayton's athleticism allows him to run the floor and finish above the rim, turning defense into offense seamlessly. This aspect of the game adds a dimension that can wear down opponents physically and mentally, especially in long playoff series where endurance becomes critical. Team chemistry off the court will undoubtedly influence how this group performs together on the court. Building trust among players, understanding each other's tendencies, and fostering a shared commitment to winning are essential for any successful team. LeBron's leadership style, characterized by mentorship and holding teammates accountable, will be instrumental in cultivating this culture. His experience in championship runs provides a blueprint for navigating the pressures and challenges that come with high expectations. Luka's natural charisma and competitive drive also set the tone for the locker room. He leads by example through his relentless work ethic and willingness to take responsibility during critical moments. Ayton's growth as a team player, including his willingness to adapt and improve his defensive game, signals a maturation that bodes well for the Mavericks' future. Reeves, as the youngest, stands to benefit greatly from the mentorship of his veteran teammates, learning how to handle the ups and downs of an NBA season while refining his own approach to the game. The coaching staff's role in this equation cannot be overstated. Designing offensive sets that leverage these players' unique strengths while maintaining defensive integrity will require constant adjustments and innovation. Balancing minutes, managing fatigue, and ensuring the right mix of skills on the floor will be a delicate task. The staff's ability to communicate effectively and build a cohesive game plan around these stars will influence the Mavericks' consistency and ability to close out games. Looking at the Mavericks' broader trajectory, this trio signals a team in transition but with enormous upside. The combination of youth and experience, raw talent, and polished skill sets creates a foundation that can compete at the highest levels if managed correctly. The season ahead will test the durability, chemistry, and adaptability of this group, but the pieces are there to build something special. There's also a compelling narrative about legacy and evolution. LeBron James, one of the greatest players of all time, joining forces with Luka Doncic, a generational talent poised to define the next era, creates a passing of the torch storyline. Ayton's emergence as a critical piece symbolizes the new generation of versatile big men who can do more than just protect the rim. They are integral to the offensive flow. Reeves represents the continuous infusion of young talent necessary to sustain success over time. Before we continue, we ask that you leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any exclusive Lakers updates. Moving on, The sports world has been buzzing with an electrifying rumor that could shake the NBA landscape profoundly. Al Horford, a veteran big man known for his versatility and basketball IQ, is reportedly closing in on a deal with the Los Angeles Lakers. Sources suggest Horford has accepted a $5 million offer to join the Lakers, a move that has stirred intense speculation among fans, analysts, and insiders alike. The possibility of Horford donning the iconic purple and gold jersey adds a fascinating layer to the Lakers' roster strategy, particularly as the franchise seeks to bolster its frontcourt with experienced and reliable players. This signing, if confirmed, could mark a significant shift in the Lakers' season outlook, bringing in a player with proven playoff experience and defensive prowess. The Lakers, known for their bold moves and championship aspirations, might be aiming to balance their team dynamics by adding Horford's skill set, known for stretching the floor and anchoring defenses. The buzz surrounding this potential acquisition is not just about Horford's individual talent, but also about how his presence might influence team chemistry and on-court strategies moving forward. With the Lakers constantly under the media microscope, every addition is dissected for its immediate and long-term impact. The $5 million price tag, relatively modest for a player of Horford's caliber, only fuels the intrigue, suggesting the Lakers could be securing a valuable asset at a bargain. Whether this deal will indeed come to fruition remains the subject of heated debate, but the chatter is undeniable, signaling a possible new chapter for both Horford and the Lakers. The potential arrival of Al Horford to the Los Angeles Lakers has sent shockwaves through basketball circles, sparking endless discussions about the implications for the team's composition and ambitions. Horford, a seasoned veteran with multiple playoff runs under his belt, is believed to be an ideal fit for the Lakers' current needs, especially given their desire to solidify a frontcourt that can offer both interior defense and perimeter shooting. Rumors indicate that Horford has accepted a $5 million contract offer, which, in today's market, is considered a strategic acquisition rather than an extravagant splurge. This move would bring a player known for his high basketball IQ, leadership, and ability to adapt to various roles, all traits that could complement the Lakers' star-studded roster. Analysts have been quick to weigh in, speculating on how Horford's skill set might alleviate pressure on the team's primary scorers and create new matchup problems for opponents. Moreover, the veteran's presence could provide invaluable mentorship to younger players while allowing the coaching staff more tactical flexibility. The Lakers, always eager to make waves in the offseason, seem poised to exploit this opportunity, balancing their salary cap considerations with the desire to stay competitive. This buzz about Horford's signing reflects a larger narrative about the Lakers' pursuit of depth and stability, a move that might quietly be the key to reigniting their championship aspirations. The story is still developing, but the possibility of Horford in Los Angeles is generating significant excitement and hopeful anticipation among fans and commentators alike. As whispers grow louder about Al Horford's potential contract with the Los Angeles Lakers, the basketball community is abuzz with questions about what this means for the team's strategic direction and the player's career trajectory. Horford, whose experience spans multiple NBA teams and playoff battles, appears to be a calculated addition aimed at enhancing the Lakers' interior presence without sacrificing salary flexibility. The reported $5 million deal is seen by many as a smart financial move, granting the Lakers an experienced, reliable big man capable of contributing on both ends of the floor. This deal, while still unconfirmed, could redefine the Lakers' bench strength and provide much-needed depth in a highly competitive Western Conference. Industry insiders speculate that Horford's versatility, his ability to shoot from the outside, defend multiple positions, and facilitate offense, makes him an ideal candidate for the Lakers' evolving system. Furthermore, the potential synergy between Horford and the team's superstars could alleviate some of the burdens these players have shouldered in previous campaigns. Discussions also touch on how Horford's veteran leadership might influence locker room dynamics, potentially stabilizing a roster that has experienced shifts in recent seasons. If the Lakers do finalize this deal, it might signal a renewed commitment to building a balanced, resilient squad ready to challenge for the title. While it remains to be seen if the rumor will materialize, The excitement and speculation surrounding Horford's move to Los Angeles are already reshaping the narrative of the Lakers' offseason. The speculation that Al Horford could soon join the Los Angeles Lakers on a $5 million contract has ignited fervent debate among basketball fans, pundits, and front office observers. This possible acquisition is viewed as a tactical play by the Lakers to inject seasoned experience into their roster while maintaining financial prudence. Horford's profile as a versatile big man capable of stretching defenses and anchoring the paint aligns with the Lakers' pursuit of a more dynamic and adaptable squad. Rumors suggest that his addition could address some of the team's glaring needs, particularly in providing a stabilizing presence on defense and contributing consistent scoring from the post and mid-range. Basketball insiders highlight the potential fit of Horford's style with the Lakers' core stars, suggesting that his calm demeanor and high basketball IQ could complement their aggressive offensive schemes. The $5 million contract, which many consider a bargain given Horford's credentials, makes this rumored signing all the more enticing for a franchise constantly balancing star power and role player effectiveness. This move also points to a larger trend in the NBA, where veterans are prized for their leadership and adaptability amid increasingly younger, faster rosters. As the rumor mill churns, speculation about how Horford's arrival might shift the Lakers' playoff prospects continues to grow, making this one of the offseason's most talked-about developments. Whether the deal comes to fruition, the mere possibility has already injected fresh excitement into the Lakers' fan base and basketball community at large. The possible signing of Al Horford by the Los Angeles Lakers, reportedly agreeing to a $5 million deal, is creating one of the biggest buzzes in the NBA offseason, sparking conversations about the team's renewed ambition and strategic recalibration. Horford's reputation as a veteran who brings both skill and savvy to the court makes this potential move a subject of intense analysis, with experts pondering how his presence might influence the Lakers' balance between offense and defense. Stay informed exclusively about Los Angeles Lakers news. Subscribe to our channel and hit the like button to keep receiving daily updates. Also, share your opinion on the news in the comments, as your contribution is crucial for the Lakers. Stay tuned for the next video.